Yo, what's going on? In this video, I want to break down how you can go ahead and create landing pages using lovable.dev and bolt.diy to basically optimize for high conversions and deplete all friction within your landing page, right? So basically, I just want to get straight into it, right? There's going to be 3 key parts of this video. So whether you want to skip to one or just watch through the whole thing, I basically want to break down what the 3 parts are first, then we'll jump straight in, okay? So the first part of this video is basically going to be me, running you through how to actually go ahead and create, excuse my handwriting, create the landing pages, right? Create them, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is I want to run you through the prompts which I've put together personally to essentially allow you for a minimized, and I mean minimized effort when actually, going ahead and creating an optimized landing page using Lovable. So the prompts, that'll be the second thing. And then the third thing is going to be actually summarizing what there is within the landing page, what needs to be what, and why changing this will give you this result, right? So optimizing and summary. And then right at the end of the video, I'm going to break down how I help one of my clients get 30 free new customers for his mid-ticket offer using nothing but a lovable landing page that we created for him, and then optimize that with automations on the back end. So let's jump straight in. Awesome. So the first part of this video is basically how you're going to go ahead and firstly get set up with Lovable, and then how to actually go ahead and use this prompt that's on screen to create a really, really nice high converting landing page, whether it's for your agency, your consulting offer, your coaching program, whatever it may be. So let me just break down, firstly, why Lovable's good. So Lovable has been going for a while, and they've just updated the platform completely, kind of a complete revamp, and now they're pushing for more agencies, coaches, and consultants to jump on there, build landing pages, build websites, predominantly on Lovable, right? Because Lovable's amazing in terms of you get 5 free tokens every single day. So hypothetically, if you do 1 landing page a day with 4 kind of optimizations and then changes, right, depending on what you want to change, that's perfectly fine. Or you can pay $20 per month and then you get as many revisions and as many changes per day as you want. So let's basically just jump straight in. So it's called Lovable. So lovable.dev, okay? And then what you want to go ahead and do is search it up in your browser. Now here, this is just a demo account that I created. There's my email there. So this is my personal Lovable. As I said, a demo Lovable, but basically it will bring you to a screen like this. You can prompt and you can get going straight away, but what you want to go ahead and do is set up an account, so then you have those 5 free tokens or those credits that refresh every single day. Okay, now it's really simple when it actually comes to creating a landing page. So you literally need 1 prompt. So this is the only prompt that you need right here. Now, this is perfect for creating landing pages for agencies. Now, predominantly agencies that target SaaS companies, e-commerce brands, and then other service providers. Okay, so like plumbers, electricians. Now, basically helping them scale their leads and revenue, using performance marketing. So basically this prompt is really good. Again, as I mentioned before, this can be changed for coaches, consultants, and then any other kind of service provider. So, just change this out and then change your niche out if need be. So this is the only prompt that you need, right? Now, essentially what it will look like is something like this. Now, it's cutting off half the screen, but essentially all you need to do is input the prompt, right? Now, I left the niche blank here because this is just a demo landing page that I wanted to create for this video. And essentially, you want to input your niche again. So whether it's SaaS companies, e-com brands, or other service providers, you want to input that niche, okay? Now, you want to just kind of keep this prompt really simple for the beginning, because again, once you see what your landing page looks like initially, just from the initial prompt, you might not want to change it. But personally, I would recommend changing, certain parts, whether it's the hero section, or whether it's, kind of the offer section or whatever it may be. Okay. So you want to kind of break down your services within the prompt as well. And, your value proposition, so the benefits of your services. So, whether that you're getting these, clients more leads, less churn, higher ROI, are you running paid ads, content marketing, or email automation, whatever it may be. Again, really, really important, again, because this is a demo website or a demo landing page. I didn't bother adding, logos, testimonials, or any case studies. But if you've got that, I'm hoping you've got a logo, you want to add that. And then any testimonials or case studies that you do have, just to kind of build on that social proof. Okay. Now, you essentially want to have visual examples or metrics, again, to build credibility. Okay, so have a why section, a CTA section, so whether that's having to book a call or kind of get a proposal, right? And then what makes your agency unique? So mention systems, teams, again, previous results, testimonials. Okay, and then have an FAQ section to reduce the friction, right? Because some people might just want to have an FAQ section, right? And then down here, really simple, we make it persuasive and optimized to convert cold traffic who are aware of their growth problem but unsure what the solution actually is. Okay, so it's really simple. Once you input a prompt like this into Lovable, what it will go ahead and do is it will start laying out essentially what it's going to go ahead and do. So see here, right, it's taken inspiration from top performing sites like WebFX, Single Grain, and Neil Patel Digital. Now, it basically runs you through what it's going to create the landing page, right, and what's going to be on it. So a bold, attention-grabbing hero section with a clear value proposition, strategic use of social proof, clean, modern design with plenty of white space, conversion-optimized components at key scroll depths, and then persuasive copy focused on benefits and results. Now, for the design, basically, again, it will run you through. You can change this, again, just input it here. So it's going to use a purple as a primary, and then you can see the color code there and an accent color, like a bright orange, again, here to kind of grab that attention with the color code here for the CTAs. Modern typography, again, you can change all of this in the prompt section again. So modern typography with a balance of serif and sans serif fonts. Strategic use of icons, graphics, and subtle kind of animations, and then mobile responsive design. So again, it's optimized for all kind of layouts, whether it's laptop or mobile. Then what it will go ahead and do is it will start coding everything for you. Okay, so it'll code everything from top to bottom, from the hero section right the way down to the FAQ or the footer, and it will literally prompt and kind of write the code in sections, as you can see. So hero section, and then up here we had the footer section, and then logos, and then case study cards and whatnot. So essentially what it goes ahead and does is writes all of the code for you using AI. So there's no input needed from you other than the initial prompt, right? Now, again, it tells you what's next. So you can refine and customize master prompting. So you can use chat mode to kind of plan out your project without making any edits. And then you can sync with GitHub to kind of transfer your project's codes to GitHub. And then you can edit the code via GitHub then. Okay, so what it will go ahead and do to manage leads, client information, and then other services, what it will prompt you to go ahead and do is set up Supperbase. So then you can kind of track all of those key metrics in one specific place, just because it can't do that on Lovable just yet. So it's better to sync it with Supperbase, right? Now, as you can see from what I've just mentioned and the prompt that I've inputted, what it's gone ahead and done is actually created this landing page for the Growth Forge, right? Not a real company. Again, as I mentioned, it's a demo landing page. Okay, so it's really simple. The niche here is SaaS companies. So really nice attention grabbing hero section. Scale your SaaS with predictable growth systems. We help SaaS companies acquire more qualified leads, convert them to customers, and reduce churn through data-driven marketing strategies. Okay, again, in the hero section, we've got some more social proof. So see how we generated 237% increase in qualified leads. Again, if you've got that social proof, input kind of your clients' companies there. 43% reduction, 2.1 ARR. Okay, and then again, really, really quick prompting, your prospects or your cold leads to kind of initiate and engage with what you're, kind of putting on the landing page right in front of them. So view case studies, and then down here, we've got different kind of case studies and different SaaS companies. So, client 1, client 2, client 3, and client 4 and 5. Okay. Basically break down the approach on the landing page as well. So transform your SaaS growth with data-driven marketing. So what you want to have here is 3 cards that basically break down what you do really, really simplistically. You don't need to go into detail. Keep it really blunt, really simple, right? Just so, the cold lead or the prospect can understand what you do. Right. And then break down your services in a bit more depth, right? So, for instance, here for the acquisition, performance marketing, it basically runs down how it works and how it's set up. And then SEO and content strategy, again, how it works, how it's set up. Okay. Again, more social proof, client successes, analytics here, right? That are going to, kind of engage the reader, just so then they can actually go ahead and understand what you've done for previous clients. Okay. Ideally here, this needs to be changed again. So we have a CTA around here to, again, book a call, get a proposal. Again, here, case studies, straight access, more testimonials. So there's nothing but social proof testimonials and kind of client work. It's infested on this landing page, and it should be on yours. So because if you want to convert a cold lead straight into someone that's booking a call with you, or ideally a client, what you need is to give them as much social proof to the point where they think, right, Johnny, he knows what he's doing, I'm going to book a call with him and see what he's got to say and see how he can help us, right? Again, why choose us? It runs down and runs through the team. So SaaS specialized team, again, run through your team, what you guys do and what you kind of specialize in. Again, run through your service here one last time. Proprietary growth framework. Again, more analytics here to kind of engage the prospect. Then really simple again, but it kind of reduces that friction again when it comes to actually booking a strategy call with you, is an FAQ section. So really, really quick, simple FAQs. And then again, right on the footer, we have all the links to everything that we just mentioned. So the About Us, case studies, processes, careers, contacts, and then services. You can subscribe, prompt the prospect to subscribe to your newsletter, social links, and then again, another CTA right here in the bright orange. Now, again, this will be changed ideally to the orange as well. Again, given that reassurance, there's no commitment required, right? Perfect. So that's essentially the first thing when it actually comes to setting out and getting your landing page from an idea into a legitimate, real thing, right? So that's all you need to do to begin with. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is break down the prompts. It's going to be a really quick section just because I want to show you them and how they work and how you can utilize them. Awesome. So this is essentially the 60 prompts to create high converting landing pages. Okay. So essentially you want these to literally maximize the ability to create, a high converting landing page. Again, use that initial prompt to get the landing page actually, out of your mind from a piece of paper to a legitimate thing, right? Now, I want to break down some solutions for your offer. So these are really quick, simple prompts. I'm not going to run you through all 60 prompts. I'm going to leave a link down below where you can just download them straight away and just start using them. So these are just solutions for your offer. Okay. Then we've got strategy prompts. So, again, really, really simple prompts, but they work so effectively. Act as if you're a world-class direct response copywriter. Write me a high converting landing page for, my marketing agency targeting SaaS companies. Include, headline, sub-headline, free benefit bullets, call to action and proof elements. Again, give me free landing page angles for my marketing agency that solves churn rate in SaaS companies. Each angle should appeal to a different emotional driver: fear, pride, curiosity, etc. Okay. Copywriting prompts. So write 10 headline variations for a landing page that promotes decreasing churn rate in SaaS companies. Each should trigger curiosity or clearly state the core benefit. Okay. So an offer prompt. So this is for your offer and your positioning. Again, just in case you're not 100% sure on how to position your offer on the landing page, this will give you an idea. So turn this product description into a punchy, benefit-driven landing page hook that grabs attention in under 12 words, and then input your product description. Create a one-line unique selling proposition for my marketing agency that helps SaaS companies decrease churn rate again. And then solves problem again, decreasing churn rate or high churn rate, faster and easier than competitors. List 5 irresistible lead magnets or offers that could increase landing page conversions for SaaS companies trying to decrease their churn rate. Okay, so really, really simple prompts that are super effective in actually converting and building a high converting landing page, right? Again, this is probably the most important set of prompts because this is for the testing and the optimizing phase of kind of the landing page. So again, Lovable, I'm not sure whether it's on here, but it will create and will make mistakes, right? And you will have to go and fix them. Not personally, you literally just need to go, can you, fix it for me, etc., right? But here, give me 5 A to B test ideas for the hero section of a landing page for, whatever product it may be. Focus on headline, CTA, layout, and imagery. What are 5 ways I can reduce bounce rate on a landing page for SaaS companies or for SaaS? Suggest UX and copy tweaks. Okay, so these are really, really simple, but there are near enough 60 here and more on a different page. Okay, now I will drop these down below, so download them, have a go, let me know what you think, right? But these are the 60 most important prompts that you need for actually building a high converting landing page. Okay, now the third thing is I want to run through kind of the summary and optimization of actually building this landing page and what you want in each section of the landing page. Okay. Awesome. So this is everything that you need in your landing page from top to bottom. Okay, so I want to break down what you need in the hero section. Okay, what you need in kind of the client logo bar, right? The benefits section, the service overview, and then the funnel growth, results, social proof section, and then finally the testimonial section at the bottom. Okay, so what I need you to go ahead and actually understand here, right, is that in the hero section, the purpose here is to hook attention and actually convert the cold leads fast, right? Not slowly, really fast, right? So I want to break down some really quick conversion tactics that you can use, right? So you want to have a clear USP. So you want to have a clear USP, crystal clear, right? You want to have a trust badge if you can get it, right? Trust badge. And then you want to have a dual CTA, right? So again, here, book a call, see our results, book your results essentially, right? So this is what you want to have, right? So 3 main things: clear USP, trust badge, and then a dual CTA to kind of convert and build that kind of curiosity fast. Okay, now in the client logo bar, what you want to have, and the purpose of this is to build trust ASAP, right? Again, building trust is so significant when having, and funneling through cold leads, because what you're going to be able to go ahead and do is convert them faster. Okay, so what you want to have in here, right, in the client logo bar, or the trust layer as we'll call it, right, is you want to have social proof, and then you want to have credibility signaling, right? So credibility signaling to the companies that you've worked with, so the cold prospects understand, okay, right, Jed has worked with this company, they are similar to what we do, so maybe we should give Jed a chance, right? So that's literally the trust layer. That's really simple. These are going to be really simple, quick fire breakthroughs and breakdowns of what you need in each section of the landing page, right? So the benefits card here, or the benefits section, the main focus here is to communicate the value within your services. Okay, so here, increase conversion rates, lower customer acquisition costs, value groups, and scalable growth systems. Okay, now the main things that you want here, right, and what you want to kind of, the conversion tactics here is simple languages, right? So no complex buzzwords that are going to confuse people and make people bored, in all honesty, right? So simple language. You want to have icons, right? Really simple icons that kind of convey what your services are, okay? And then clear benefits of your services. So if you lower acquisition costs, right, you lower acquisition costs by X amount, right? Increase conversion rates, you get an ROI of X amount, right? And then scalable growth systems. What do your systems actually do, and how are they scalable? Are they predictable, etc., etc.? Okay, so essentially, again, here is the main focus of the benefits section of the benefits card is to kind of communicate the value within your services and simplify the language, have icons, and the clear benefits of your services. Okay, so the fourth thing here, okay, is actually the service overview. Okay, so what services you actually have, you offer, and the breakdown of your services. Okay, so the main thesis and the main purpose of this section is to explain your offer in as much but as little detail. Well, it is as much detail as possible, but in as little words as possible. Again, so full acquisition growth solutions, acquisition, conversion, and retention. Okay, so again, as I mentioned, the purpose is to explain the offer, right? What you want to have is a tabbed layout, right? So it's easy to read and easy to navigate. Okay, so you want to make it as low friction as you possibly can, right? So don't have drop-down menus. Literally just have a tabbed layout, right? So bang, they see it straight away. They see the acquisition, the conversion, and the retention tabs straight away, okay? And readability. It needs to be clear to read, right? You don't want it, cluttered with a bunch of, 4 paragraphs in one tab. You want it really simple. I'm talking 2 sentences maximum, basically breaking down your services in each sector, okay? Right? Again, here, readability needs to be really clear because it breaks down the results, okay? So again, having readability clear and concise when actually, kind of conveying your results that you've got for previous clients is, again, going to reduce friction because your cold prospect is going to see, okay, Jed's done this, right? Okay, simple. I understand now that he does this. We're in a similar position. We need that help. Right, let's work with Jed. Okay, fifth thing here is the results and social proof section. Again, as I mentioned before, in section 4. Okay, so the main purpose of the results section is actually to validate claims. Okay, so people might be jumping on, your landing page, seeing something like this. You might put something here like, oh, we got this company X ROI, we got them this result, right? And instantaneously they'll be thinking, well, how can I believe that? Is that true, right? So down here in the results and social proof section, right, you need to validate those claims. You need to make it as clear as you possibly can, okay? Now, the conversion tactics here, right, you want to have hard metrics, right? So again, analytics, you got, this company, 100x ROI, okay? Whatever it may be, you need to have hard metrics, KPI visuals, again, so key performance indicators, again, whether it's ROI, whether it's a percentage, you cut their churn rate by 37%, right? KPI metrics, hard metrics, KPI visuals, and then again, as mentioned before, case studies. So your client understands, okay, right, you're doing this is right, perfect, okay? Down here, last section is the testimonial section. So the whole purpose here, right, is to build emotional trust. Okay, so building that emotional trust in the client's mind and in the client's world to essentially allow you to kind of convert them into that booked call. Okay, so basically the conversion tactics here is have social proof from real users. Don't fake your testimonials. It really isn't worth it, right? You want to have real testimonials. So basically these 3 sections here are what you need to actually convert that cold traffic into, either, a cold call or whatever it may be, you know what I mean, a sales call, or a client, a paying client. Okay, so these 3 sections are majorly important. Okay, now that is basically everything that you need when breaking down your landing page. If I could put one more thing, you want to have a sticky CTA button. Okay, so a sticky CTA, either a header button or a footer button. Okay, so as you can see here, right, sticky buttons here that, again, prospects thinking, oh, what are the case studies, what are the services, our processes, the about sections, and then again, really sticky CTA, so book a strategy call, and again, down the bottom, we've got a really clear CTA to book a strategy call. Okay, so essentially that's all you need when it actually comes to making money with your landing page and building a really high converting landing page. Right now, just to kind of go backwards here, the purpose of the sticky CTA is to encourage action, right? So if you've got a sticky header, if they constantly keep saying book a strategy call, and they're seeing the results which you're getting for people, your services, right? The results, testimonials, you know, kind of what you're offering, and then, you know, more trust, you know, you're building more trust with them, and they keep seeing that book a strategy call button, they're more likely going to go ahead and do it because, you know, it's sticky and it's, you know, in their face all the time. Right? Now, conversion tactics, persistent. It needs to be persistent. It needs to be in front of their eyes every single second while they're on your landing page. And it needs to have a low friction access point. So if they're pressing, right, on book a strategy call, right, it needs to go straight to the page, right? If they want to go to the case studies, right, it goes straight to the case studies. No friction, nothing more, right? Just straight to the page, especially within the booking strategy call. You know, don't worry about, you know, kind of pre-call forms, pre-qualification forms. Just get them straight onto the booking link so they can actually go ahead and book a call with you. Okay, so essentially that's everything that you need to build and create a high converting landing page. So firstly, we've gone through how to actually create the landing page, what prompt you need for Lovable, right? We've gone through the prompts, what ones are good and what ones you need. And then third, actually kind of, you know, creating and summarizing what you need in the landing page to, you know, create a high converting one. Okay, now what we're going to go ahead and jump into is how we helped our client get 30 free customers with his landing page in under 30 days. Awesome. So this is how we went ahead, right, and helped our client Tony at 24K, 33 new customers for his mid-ticket in 30 days, using nothing but, again, as I mentioned, that AI landing page, right, and our AI leverage funnel, right? As you can see here, 24K, right, from the 2nd, or the 25th of the 2nd to the 26th of the 3rd. So 25th of February through to the 26th of March, and then 33 new customers, okay? So look, we helped Tony, just to preface this, book 400 calls in 90 days, right? As I mentioned, these two are from a 30-day stint with a 75% show rate. Then we had our team of closers go ahead and close 42.5% of those deals for Tony without him needing to increase his headcount or his conversion rates, right? Now, Tony's conversion rate before working with us was quite poor. It was less than 10%, which obviously isn't very good as a coach, right? Now, all of our closers are trained above the industry standard. They use private initiative techniques to sit at a 40 to 44.6% close rate. Now, I just want to break down basically the system that we went ahead and used to help Tony actually go ahead and close those deals and book more calls. So this is essentially the landing page that we used. Now, I'm not going to show you the prompts or the code that we actually implemented, right? And I've gone ahead and changed the name just for kind of privacy's sakes. Now, look, really, really bold, simple hero section to kind of captivate kind of, you know, the prospect's mind, hook attention and kind of convert fast. Again, we use blue because it's kind of a, you know, one of those colors that people feel good with, right? And kind of captivates their attention. So bang, straight away, stop wasting money on marketing that doesn't convert. Also, what Tony was doing on the back end was actually selling systems that help SaaS founders. So stop wasting money on marketing that doesn't convert. Our proven systems help SaaS founders generate 30% more qualified leads in just 30 days without increasing your ad spend. Simple, again, really clear CTA. Book your strategy call, see how it works. Limited time offer, get 2 months free when you sign up today. Only 7 spots left. So that's kind of driving curiosity and implementing fear into the equation. Okay. Oh, only 7 spots left. If I miss it today, then I'm missing out on something really good, right? So here, why SaaS founders choose Lead Boost Pro, right? Again, it's building that trust, social proof, and kind of analytics again here, okay? Again, it runs through the problem with traditional lead gen, right? Again, more analytics, social proof. Here we go, testimonials, minus 40% CAC, 127% lead growth, 3.7x ROI, clearly portraying kind of the results which they're getting, and the value, communicating the value really clearly, right? Again, more hard metrics and KPI visuals, okay, to kind of convert the cold prospect. Again, another CTA, see more success stories. So basically breaking down how the system works and how kind of everything works in a 5-step system. So strategy, discovery call, data-driven analysis, custom funnel implementation, lead qualification system, and ongoing optimization. So again, it runs through the timeline. So it's clearly communicating the value, right? And explaining the offer really simplistically. And then again, the value kind of communication, 30% increase in qualified leads by day 30. Okay. And again, an FAQ section to kind of reduce that friction. Okay. And again, up here, right, prompts them to start a free trial, whether that's 7 days, 3 days, 1 day, whatever it may be, right? Sticky CTA header button, bang, encourages action, right? And then it's persistent, and then low friction at a low friction access point. Okay. Now, FAQ section, really simple, right? This was for his mid ticket, it was $997 per month, right? His high ticket is sat at like $5K per month. So it's pretty insane. Again, here, kind of implementing that scarcity within the prospect. So offer expires in 48 hours. Okay. Now, again, enter email, limited time offer, get started today, 30-day performance guarantee, priority onboarding starts in 48 hours, right? Again, communicating that value, 2 months free with annual plan, and then free lead funnel, again, communicating that value. And then here, really kind of solidifying trust, 30-day guarantee, you can cancel anytime, and no setup fees. Okay, really simple landing page, right? That's gone ahead and converted at a really high percentage, 24K rev created, and then 30 free new customers. Okay, so that's essentially everything that I wanted to run through in this video. So we've gone ahead and broken down how to actually create the landing page, the prompts that you need, kind of the summary and the customization of the landing page, and then the testimonial that we got from our most recent client, Tony. So that's literally everything that I need from you. Drop me a follow, drop me a sub, drop me a like, whatever. And what I wanted to ask of you, if you want to, any more videos like this, if you want me to break down big creators funnels like Brez, Cardinal Mason, Iman Gadji, these people, drop me a comment down below and I'd be happy to do so. But regardless, peace.